Hey guys, it's Uprising here. This is going to be a card of the week for this week. I really don't know when I'm going to put this video up, but just whenever I get the chance, so that's why I'm not really giving an official date for the card of the week video. It's really hard for me to record videos right now, and I'll have a video later explaining why that is. Really, I'm just going to go ahead and get right into the point. This week's card of the week, or however long it is until I do the next one, is going to be Leeching the Light. If you guys don't know, it is a a spell card from the Shining Darkness. And if you guys don't know what it does, which a lot of you might not know, because this card is actually probably a card that as soon as you pulled it from a Shining Darkness pack, if you guys bought the set, you guys probably just kind of tossed it aside, didn't even think about it. Well, it's a spell card from Shining Darkness, and its effect is select one face-up light monster your opponent controls. All face-up attack position monsters you control gain attack equal to the attack of the selected monster until the end phase. Now, some of you probably read the effect, and you're like, wow, I already know what it's used for. And if you guys already know what it's going to be used for and what I'm about to be talking about, then congratulations. If you guys don't, this video is for you guys. What this card is a potential side card. It's a potential side card for agents and the whole fairy deck. Since the deck's release, it's been getting a lot of hype, a lot of hype. And since it's been released, it's only been released for it's less than a week. It's been released. So, it doesn't really give us the time to get a proper side deck choice or side deck card going for the deck. So, for those of you who don't have a good side card for the deck, you guys can probably side this card. Just give you guys an idea of what you could side, or maybe if you don't even have a side deck card for the deck, you guys can probably side this card. It's a common, it's probably cheap, like 10 cents or something like that. What this card offers, it offers an honest, pretty much, for all of your monsters. Okay, so for an example of what we could use this card in, say if your opponent is playing the agent deck, and they have a Christia and a Hyperion on board. Not a lot you can do there because they can just keep on killing off all your cards. You can't really special summon, and if you haven't used the Dark Hole yet in whatever situation, if you haven't used Dark Hole yet, then you can use Dark Hole. If you've already used Dark Hole, then with a Christia and a Hyperion on board, there's really not a lot you can do in that situation, especially if they have a couple backfields to, help, keep the Hyperion and Christia alive. What this card does, like I said before, is a honest for your monsters. So, let's say you can summon a monster, summon any monsters. If all your monsters, what you can do, prime example would be if I have like a Lumina and an Arcus or something like that, or something like just a couple monsters on the board, and let's say if I use Leeching the Light, I target their Christia, everything's fine. All of my attack position Lightsworn monsters will gain 2800 attack, because that's Archerwood Christia's attack is 2800. Since Leeching the Light does that, all my monsters gain 2800 attack, providing me like an honest in spell card form, providing me like an honest for all of my monsters. You can use it in pretty much any deck, any deck that has trouble getting around the Christia, you can side this in Samurais or whatever you need to do, because I know that Samurais might have a tough time with Christia because it locks down the special summons. So, let's say if you have like a Kageki and a Kizan on board, and you can use Leeching the Light, select their Christia or Hyperion or something like that, your Kageki and your Kizan gains 2800 attack, and it gives you the ability to run it over, deal a lot of damage at that point, take care of the Hyperion, take care of the Christia, then you can special summon again. So, really, if you use this card, and if you have a couple monsters on board already, it can actually be a game-changing card. Because let's say if you have three monsters, they have Hyperion and Christia. You have three monsters with like 1400 attack, 1500 attack, let's say like that. They gain 2800 attack. They're like 4000 attack now. Like if they have if they gain 2800, then their attack's already 15. It's like 42 or 43 or something like that. I've been out of school for a little bit, so my math's kind of rusty. So it's like, oh, they're over 4,000 attack power. That's like almost game right there. If not, it's already game, because you can destroy the Hyperion, destroy the Keyzon, and if prior to activating this card, if you already did like a True Nade, it's definitely game. You do a lot of life point damage to your opponent, get rid of threats like Christia and Hyperion, and, you know, potentially turn the game around from that point. So that's why I wanted to make this card, Leeching the Light, card of the week for this week, maybe next week too, just depending on when I can put up more videos. So hopefully this card is a good card to side in for y'all and y'all's side deck. This card was actually brought up to my attention from my friend Matthew Fish, so I'll give the credit to him on that. And just, you know, it's like a 10-cent common, you know. It could be a good side card against a new fairy deck. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. It's probably a long video as it is, I'm sorry, but it's a pretty good card of the week in my opinion. So until then, guys, look up the card, consider it in your side deck. Alright, peace out.